Why am I suddenly craving a burrito?
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Newage ROMULUS. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So if we take a look at this box, this is clearly a very, very Studio Series box, which is kind of false advertising, but we'll get into that as we progress. But a lovely image here of Mr. Romulus. He is the Death Strong leader, Romulus, legendary heroes. On this side, we have some product shots there of Romulus. On this side, again, very Studio Series. And he is Death Strong leader Romulus. Up top, the legendary heroes. It would have been hilarious if it said the legendary heroes, the movie. That would have been fantastic. But on the back of the box, you just have a big old image there of Romulus. It's over prime. Warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. On the bottom, you just have some other little product shots here. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Romulus, and this is Newage's take on a chug-scaled, that's what I'm going to call it, a chug-scaled G1 Megatron. And here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode. And yeah, a lovely figure. A very well done figure here, in my opinion. Looks nice and G1-y. Very nice Megatron here, but let's get in close so we can take a look now at that Mega Crotch, Mega Noggin. Whoop, there it is, right there. Focus on it, there it is. But a very nice Megatron-y head sculpt there. That nice red for the eyes. Got the eyebrows going on and everything. Good head sculpt there. Got the red biceps. Got some nice metallic blue, some red, a little bit of gold in there. On the abs, the big old fusion cannon. Looking quite nice. The typical color palette and detailing that is the Megs. You got some nice gunmetal gray going down the legs, on the inside of the legs as well. Some nice little details in there also. Got the feeties. He does have die-cast heels. And move up the back. You got the Mega Booty. It's got the barrel there on his back, as it should be. But all in all, a very good-looking Megs. Now, articulation-wise, what have we got? I'm going to tell you. So the head is on a ball joint. So you have your wiggly waggly. He can look up a bit, look down some. Head can do a full 360. Due to transformation, he can do that. Why not? As far as the arms, they can do a full 360. They can move in and out. Get a nice range of movement there. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow. Gives you almost full range of movement. You do have wrist rotation. Also a hinge that allows the hands to move in and out. You do have some posable fingies here. Can open up the hands. Come on. The thumb is just on a hinge at the base that moves up and down. The index finger is a separate piece with two hinges, and the other three fingers are just one piece there with a hinge there and a hinge there. So you got that going on. You do have waist rotation. You do have an ab crunch at 2 points. You have an ab crunch that starts right there, and then his little belly section is spring-loaded, so that will crunch right there. So you have a double ab crunch, and now he can do that. Does this look infected? Do you think I should see some kind of specialist? I'm just saying, look, I mean, it's just... Anyway, straighten them back out. Now, as far as the leg movement, you can move these square panels out of the way. Now, this is just one piece, so you do have to kind of move the whole thing out of the way. But the legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward, pretty much the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee, so you have a nice full range of movement there. As far as the feet go, they can move up, they can move down some. You can extend the foot a little bit, and you can move that foot down some. No rotation, but you do have lots of ankle tiltage, and this heel is on a very snug joint, so you can definitely bring that down and use it to support any posing that you'd like. Now, as far as accessories go, other than his big old fusion cannon, which is really all he needs. I mean, he's the Megs, that's all he needs, really. But he does have his Energon mace here, done in trans-clear and purple with the metal chain. He does also get his lightsaber Again, done all in transclearance purple. And he gets his prime killing gun to make Prime fall! Fall! And again, done in all transclearant purple. And we also get some optional faces. We get a little smirking face. We get a laughing face. And we get the angry face. And that is everything you get with Megs. As far as the handheld weapons go, he holds them quite well. They don't tab in, but, he has a good grip on them, so he can pew-pew slash, pew-pew slash, and all of that good stuff. Now, as far as the Energon mace goes, it's just a case of unplugging his hand, and then you plug the mace in its place. Although it doesn't sit flush, as you can see there. There's a lot of space there. I mean, granted, you could always just trim that peg down, but still, that's kind of weird. They didn't make it so that could sit flush. But hey, there you go. He can swing that thing. He can swing that thing all over the place. Do some mega swinging. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that. Yay! And we do have noggin options, and swapping out the face is pretty easy. You just want to push up, and his face will just pop right off. Then you just untab the face. Tab whatever face you want in there. Drop it all back down, and now we have smirking Megs. Or you can have laughing Megs. Or you can have angry Megs. Who do I have to kill and get a burrito around here? So there you have that, and now for comparison. So now we have to have a conversation about what this actually goes with, as opposed to what the company and other people are implying this goes with. But, yeah. So first off, here it is with Earthrise Megs, just so you can see how that works out. And here is our mainline Starscream and Soundwave, just so you can see how they look together, and this works beautifully. This, to me, looks fantastic. That looks perfect to me. And here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime, and again, that works beautifully. Works beautifully for me anyway. Me, personally, I like my Megs and Prime eye to eye. That's perfect scale for me, so this definitely works. Now, if you want this figure to go with your mainline Chug stuff, you will be very happy. But if you want this to go with your Studio Series 86 Prime, you're going to be disappointed. Because he is actually quite shorter here than Prime. Get him standing straight here. You can kind of see, we'll put him face to face. Like, yeah, that doesn't quite work for me, brother. That just, no. No. So, yeah, again, the company themselves, by the packaging, they're clearly implying this is a Studio Series figure, but it doesn't go with the one Studio Series figure you would want it to go with. And that's why I'm not going to call this a Studio Series Megatron, because, again, it doesn't go with the one figure that I want it to go with. He needs to be taller. So, yeah, it just doesn't work for this. He looks great with anything else, just not with Prime, unfortunately. You can argue that Prime is too big, but, that's neither here nor there. It is what it is, so if you're going to make a Studio Series 86 Megatron, then it needs to scale properly with the Studio Series 86 Prime, and this does not do that. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. It looks quite good in my opinion, but let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove his cannon here, just untab it, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take the tab and just rotate it, and it will shift to the other side, then extend the barrel, and we can put that off to the side. So now we'll work on the arms. So you want to bring the arm out, you want to rotate his forearm up so you can get in here. You have this little panel here you want to flip up. Let's get in here, flip that panel up. That will allow all this to drop down. You now want to open up this panel here. Bring that down, and then you want to start bringing the hand up and just kind of collapsing all this down. You want to start rotating this assembly down. And then you want to take the hammer here and this panel right here and just fold this all down. And then you just want to finish collapsing this in. You also want to make sure that the fist is balled up like that. And you want to take all this and just rotate it in, and you'll have tab slot connection right there. So if everything is sitting just right, that should just sit right there. And then you can take this little panel here and flip that up, make sure that stays out, and you got that looking like that. And minus this bit, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Second verse is just like the first. And now we have both arms done. So now we're going to take the barrel here. We're just going to bring that down and shift it out to the side. Once we've done that, we now want to disengage his chest panel and his back panels. So this arm, which would be his left arm, will be attached to his chest. His right arm is attached to his back. So you just have to undo things. You may need a tool. We'll see if we don't need it this time around, but we might still need it. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, there we go. So yeah. So all this is going to come forward, and there's also a little tab slot connection right here on the side. So make sure you undo that, and all of this will drop back. So now you want to take this arm, rotate up, and line all this up, like so. And then drop this section down. You also want to rotate the forearm, so all this sits lined up, and you got that done. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, so just rotate that up, line that up, rotate that, and get all of that lined up. You can drop this section down for now. So with this section, you actually have two panels here, so you want to drop this bit down. And now you want to take all this and rotate it to the other side, and then close all this back up and make sure all this sits flush again. And now you can bring that down. So now you can take the barrel, bring it up, it'll tab in right there, and then these panels will tab in on either side. Get that all nice and squozen, like so, and you can leave these sections just kind of splayed out like this for now. So now you want to take this section here, just bring it up, extend that out. You want to take his head and shift it to the side, and then rotate it so he's looking that way. And then you're just going to drop this down, and we can start closing this up. You can kind of leave this section up so you have a little tab slot connection in there. So just kind of drop that in first. And I love how there's even a little cutout there for the front of his helmet. That's precious. But anyway, get all this lined up and get it picked together right back there. Get this lined up, then drop that down. That will tab on right there. And get that nice and squozen so it's looking like that. So now we're going to take all of this and rotate it forward, and now we have a gun. Yeah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the whole crotch assembly. We're going to bring that up. We're going to bring this panel up, and these panels will fold under like so. They're on double hinge, so use those hinges at your disposal, like so. And then you're just going to take this, and actually before we do that, we're going to undo his butt plate and extend all of this out. Undo the butt plate and extend all that out, and now we can take this piece here and just push that back until all that sits flush right there. So now we're going to work on the legs, and the legs have a nice little intricate transformation. So you want to take this section here, and you want to unpeg it, and it's on a double hinge here, so make sure you extend that all the way out. Take the trigger guard and open that up like so. Then you got to take this and just bring that up on that double hinge. This section here you're going to take and rotate that down. Once you're done that, you're going to take this section of the leg, the inside section of the leg, and open all of this up. Now this panel will probably get pulled open along with everything else when you open that up. So bring that panel down, open this panel up. Now you want to take this section of the leg right here, just pull it out slightly so you can fold it up like so. And then you're going to rotate all of this in. You want to rotate this also. and then fold this little section in, and all of this will just fold down and sit right in there like that. Now rotate this down so you have the clearance to work with the foot. You want to take the heel, bring that up. You want to then take the foot and split it in half, open that up, and then all of this will just drop down and sit right in there. And that's very clever how they got all that to just kind of compact up in there. I dig that. I really dig that. So once you've done that, bring all this down, and now you're going to bring all this up. It's going to sit a little forward of everything. It's kind of like a little groove for it to sit in right there in that corner. And then you can see this little slider there. You just compress all of that down like so, and you can kind of see how much the legs have kind of, skinnied themselves out. So now we're going to take this section here with the trigger guard, and you want to bring it up so it's sitting at this angle right there, and then you're going to take the bottom part of the leg, rotate it forward, and these two sections will just kind of meet in the middle, and that will sit just like that, and you got that leg all done. And guess what? Second verse is just like the first. And there we have both sides done. So now you want to take this whole crotch assembly here, you want to untab it and start bringing it down. You want to rotate the legs out at this hinge right here and drop that down. So again, rotate and drop that down. So it's looking like that, and make sure that's straight. There we go. And now we can just start pegging all of this together. Make sure that these sections stay down. Peg all that together. Peg this together. A little tab slot connection right there. Just line that up. Get that together. So peg in right there. And you got that going on. So now you're going to take all this and just rock it up. You want to bring this up so it will cover the fists. And that'll just kind of sit flush right there. The trigger guard will tab in to two slots right up here. So get that lined up. And just push that in. You can bring that trigger down. And we got that going on. And we're pretty much at the home stretch here, so you want to take these sections here, bring them back. You have a tab slot connection right in there. You have a tab slot connection right here. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's got a tab in right here. There's a slot, there's a tab. So bring that back, tab in there, that'll tab in right there. Then you want to take this panel, bring it down, tab slot here, tab slot there. Take that, line that up, and push that in. Same thing on the other side, so just line all that up, tab all that in, bring that down, tab that in, like so. Kind of push that back, make sure everything is nice and squozen. And there you go. There you have Megatron. Actually, not yet. We need one more thing here. We need this. It's kind of integral. Plug that up top, and there we go. Now, there we have Romulus, aka Megatron, in his alt mode. Of course, that's how that was going to go, but anyway. There is the Megs. And it is a very satisfying transformation. It's a very satisfying alt mode, too. Like, it comes together really nice. Just really comes together well, and yeah, just now granted, bear in mind I have tiny little girl hands, so for me this actually fits perfectly in my hand. It's just nice and comfortable in my hand. Now for someone with actual adult sized hands, this is probably going to be too small, but for me, perfect. But yeah, it's just a nice, just satisfying little gun mode there. I think it looks quite good. But we're getting close here, so we can take a look at the detail. Granted, there's not a lot of details, but still worth showing off. Now, the trigger is not spring-loaded. It's just on a hinge there. But still, you got the grip there. Oh, no. Looks quite nice. You have the scope. You can't look through the scope, though, unfortunately. But, yeah. Oh, no. Looks quite nice. Good for pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all that good stuff. And you know, it can slide. you know, I don't know. That's gonna, you know, yeah. Sliding guns, sliding guns. Sure, why not? And for comparison, here he is with G1 Megs, because precious. Oh, so precious. Here he is with a tank. And here he is with a truck. So there you go. So there you have Romulus, and yeah, fantastic figure here from Newage. Really well done. The alt mode looks fantastic. The robot mode looks fantastic. It's a very, you know, well done, well engineered transformation. Very satisfying transformation. The people in Newage definitely know what they're doing. They're doing their homework, and it shows. My main complaint about this is just the false advertising. Really is my main complaint. It's being touted as a Studio Series Megatron, and it's really not. I mean, it's situational. Again, like I said earlier in the review, like, it'll go with other things. It'll go with other figures wonderfully. But it just won't go with the one figure you really want it to go with, which is the 86 Optimus Prime. Works wonderfully with everything else, but fails at the one thing it really needed to do. Fantastic figure, just wish it was just a little bit bigger so it could be that perfect companion piece to the 86 Optimus Prime, but it is what it is. So there you go. Now I picked this up from TF Safari. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Newage Romulus, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face.
All right, Megatron. One shall stand, one shall... Wait. You know what? Maybe I should change it to, one shall stand taller. What are you talking about, Prime? I don't remember you being this short. Short? What do you mean, short? I mean, what happened? I mean, did Shockwave put you in the dryer when he shouldn't have? No, Prime's got jokes. Whatever. No, come on, don't be like that, Shorty Tron. Come on, you want to go for a ride? I got a booster seat for you.